All great football fans everywhere. We're back again with a free bomb World Cup triple commentary special, and our first one today features the Sweden against South Korea. The Swedes against South Korea. That's in Germany's group. Of course, Germany surprisingly lost 1-0 in a game that I covered yesterday against Mexico, and I'm still having wet dreams about that game, I have to tell you. So fantastic atmosphere building up before this game. Kick-off is just 5 minutes away, and without further ado, we've got a new voice to our coverage this year. Let me introduce you to a regular contributor, of course, on the comments section. You'll know him as Russ Vernon, and that's who he is. So let me hand over to our big match commentator. It's his first match of the World Cup, and hopefully he'll do a great job for us. Please, can I introduce you, our big match commentator, Russ Vernon. Russ, it's all yours.
Thank you, JB. Here's the national anthem of Sweden. And now South Korea's national anthem. There's the national anthems, and kick-off is not long to go now. And the first half is on the way next. I'll give you the team news in just a second for this first game of 3 today, as JB said, on this World Cup special on the JB Clara YouTube channel this afternoon. And it's Sweden v South Korea this afternoon for the first one. And a very good warm welcome to everyone who is listening today. Thank you for joining me on my first match commentary here on the JB Clara YouTube channel for Sweden against South Korea in the World Cup. As JB said, I'm Russ Vernon, one of the regular contributors in the chat, but today you'll hear my voice on the commentary throughout the 90 minutes. Kicking off at 1 o'clock. The Sweden team is in, and it's Olsen in goal, Lustig, Janssen of Leeds United in the art of the defence alongside Granvist, the captain, Augustusen is at left back, of course. Klasen, Lawson, Igazo, and Forsberg is in the midfield, with Toivonen and Berg up front for the Swedes. As for South Korea's, Joe Lee Young at the back, Jang Kim Young and Park. Ki and Koo is the holding two, with Awang, Lee John and Young-min Son of Spurs in the three behind Kim SW in the South Korea lineup. That is for your full match. Those are your teams ahead of kick-off this afternoon. We are live with you for the full game here on the JB Clara YouTube channel, and you can get involved in the comment section, and you can also vote for your JB man of the match. So the teams are just back up on in front of me again. So it's Olsen in goal, Lustig, Janssen, Granvist and Augustin in the back. Klasen, Larsen, Exalo and Forsberg in midfield, as I've just mentioned, for South Korea. For Sweden rather, and South Korea's got Young-min, son of space, behind the lone strikers. Get involved with the chat and I'll do my very best to say hello to you as and when I can. We are live with the commentary. Then for you, the teams are just going, South Korea are just going for the huddle, and so are Sweden, with Leeds United defender Pontus Jansson replacing Lindelof, who misses out through illness. Jan Andersson there, the Swedish manager, in the dugout with his opposite number, Shin Taeyong, for South Korea. It's a very good afternoon for you and a warm welcome if you've just joined us. We are live on the JB Clara YouTube channel. The kickoff is just moments away now, and it's a very good game to look forward to, and I'm looking forward to bringing you the full match commentary from this afternoon's game here on the JB Clara YouTube channel. And we're underway with South Korea kicking from left to right. Right to left rather. Sweden left to right. And we're underway for this first half, and there's a throw early on over on that far side. The right for South Korea, which will be taken by the right back, and he throws it down the line. He gets it back, and there's a brilliant bit of play, and he goes back to his central defensive part with his central defenders, who plays across to Kim. That was Yang across to Kim, and now looks to Park and back to Kim, and he's now playing the ball wide, further wide to his Yang, and then down the line to Lee. Lee takes control and knocks it back to Yang and across to Kim, and Sweden piling on the pressure early on with Bergen Tova and up front, and he's back to the South Korea keeper Joe, who kicks long downfield, long over the top, and is headed away there by the Swedish left back, which is Augustusson, and South Korea pick it up on this far side with a Wang. He comes forward and looks to play a great bit of football, and he's coming forward. He's brought down the Swedish number 8, which is Edelkun, and there's a South Korea player down as well from this challenge, and it was a definite free kick to Sweden, and he's just winning himself in that one, so it's a very good challenge level, but not for, if you're a South Korea fan, that one. So it's a very good game for you today, and the ball is played forward by Sweden, looking up towards the aerial threat of the defenders, and Parker's going in the back, and the back he's knocked it down the line, and Janssen comes across and does well to clear down the line, and is deflected up and out for a throw to Sweden, which will be taken by Lustig of Celtic, the Celtic and Swedish right back, and he throws it back to Robin Olsen of FC Copenhagen, and Sweden will look to restart from the back. We've played just nearly 2.5 minutes now, and it's Sweden 0, South Korea 0, and he's played forward by Olsen, flicked on there by Torberson, and he's towards the run of, I think that was Clarkson, and he's given away the free kick there, and it's poor decision from the Swedish midfielder there to give the ball away, that free kick, which Youngwoo will clear, or Jersey's clears downfield for South Korea up towards the attackers, which Sun's up there as well as Kim as well, and Wang. There's quite a few decent players in this Japanese side. Ki Sung-yeon, the captain, is of Swansea City, will be playing in the Championship next season alongside against Pontus Jansson once again, so this is a real tester for Kim, see how he does against Jansson and Jansson does against Kim. But South Korea's coming forward almost right hand side, and there's a brilliant run from the number 11, which is Wang, and he gets there corner kick, the first corner of the game, and it goes to South Korea. Great bit of play there from Wang, and a very good afternoon to everyone who is listening on the JB Clara YouTube channel. I'm Russman, as JB said, and I'm the third voice here on the YouTube channel. It's Sweden 0, South Korea 0. South Korea win the corner kick early on, and it's played into the penalty area, and he's punched clear by Olsen. I'm not sure who took that corner there for South Korea, and they've kept the pressure on and won a throw, but that was a very decent corner, and Olsen had to come and punch the ball clear there, but a very good save and a very good punch clear by the Swedish goalkeeper. And there's a foul there by Claesson again on the South Korea defender. I think he was on Park. Yes, he was on Park, and a very poor decision there from the Swedish man. So still 0-0 with Young-min Son of Tottenham getting ready to take this free kick for South Korea on this near side. He'll look to put the ball in towards the penalty area, Young-min Son of Tottenham, and he'll look to play this ball in towards the penalty area, and he does that, and he's headed wide, but there's a foul in there by the South Korean Kim, and I think he was on either Janssen or his centre-back partner, Granvis there. We'll just see who he was on. He was on Lawson, in fact. Albatross Lawson, and has also been pushing and shoving with the number 6 Augustin. There's Olsen, the goalkeeper, kicks forward down the line, it goes, flicked on there by Torgerson towards Clarkson, and he's lets the ball go out of play for a goal kick to South Korea. As we have a fly in the commentary box with me, so sorry if you're any buzzing with the fly flying around. But South Korea have a goal kick taken by Joe, and he'll look to clear it downfield now, and he does do that, Joe. And what a brilliant long high kick flicked on there, and he's on towards Young-min Son. He's up against Lustig, and Lustig comes across, brilliant defending from the Swedish defender. Lustig there of Celtic, and he has to play for a throw, which Son leaves for his left back Park, who throws it to him. Back to Park it goes now. Park down the line off a deflection of Clarkson, and it's a very good start this from South Korea and Sweden, having a very good start as well. But Park with the throw once again. South Korea. Down the line it goes into the path of Koo, who knocks it back to Park, and he puts the ball in towards the back post, and he's gone all the way through. Can they keep it in? Yes, they can, and he's back now with Lee Young. Lee Young with the ball in towards the penalty area, but towards Young-min Son, and he's away there by Clarkson again, and good bit of defending there from Sweden early on. It's Sweden 0, South Korea 0, just into the 7th minute of the game. It's a very good fast-paced start for both sides, and it's a very good game as well, and hopefully we'll have a very good afternoon of commentary for you, and hopefully we'll have a few goals. So my commentary debut here on the JB Clara YouTube channel is not a boring one where I don't have to so I'm hoping I can describe some goals. In that one is you see the Swedish manager looking on with his backroom staff to either side of him as Lustig gets ready to take this throw then for Sweden, and it goes down the line, it goes flicked on there. I think that was Torgerson, and he's battling away with trying to get the ball with Berg as well, and he's great bit of play this from Berg, and now Clarkson down the line for Berg. Berg through the legs of Park, and he goes through which by the number 16 of South Korea back to the goalkeeper Joe, plays it all wide towards the right back, and which was Lee, and is deflected out for throw. It's key there, the player who knocked it back to the goalkeeper. Sweden play some good football, as all South Korea at this moment in time is still goalless then. If you want to come and listen to us, you can do on the YouTube channel. Just search for JB Claret 1983, You can hear the live you can listen to me while you're watching the game. So hopefully you enjoy the match, and a very good warm welcome to you if you all tuned in. We're live with you right through until the end of the game then. He's brought down on his chest. Then there was a foul there, which I'm just seeing the replay of there, because there was the only way I could see it, and there was a definite foul there by Forsberg, and South Korea take it very well. I'll keep checking on the comment section, see if anyone's coming into chat. But it's a ball forward, looking for a diagonal ball across towards Son, and is cleared away by Lustig for Sweden. His bows up towards Berg, and he commits a foul there, according to the referee on Kim. But for me, it didn't look like he was. It looked like Kim had put his arm on him, and then he just fell to the floor there. And now Sweden win possession back, and there's a good ball through towards Berg, and he can't get there. It's Larson trying to close down his man, and he commits a foul there, trying to win the ball back. Just Sebastian Larson, the former Sunderland man. I'm not sure if he's still I'm not sure where he is at the moment. Sebastian Larson. But I know he used to play for Sunderland, and very good player for Sunderland's AIK apparently. So that's a very good team, I believe, in Sweden. We've been playing 10 minutes in South Korea and Sweden, still goalless at this moment in time, and he's knocked down towards Young Min's Son, and it's Park who's picking up possession now, and it's takes as Claxon and puts the ball in towards the back post. Can they keep it in play? Sweden do keep it in. I've tried it behind for a throw on the far side, which from Augustin, and is very good defensive play there from the Swedes, and a brilliant bit of play to defend well, and a lovely ball across to his far side and trying to get the ball away. And I'm just watching some brilliant bit of football moments ago. That was a good ball. There's a good foul there as the ball was played from Joverson and was out for a throw. So South Korea fans look like they're enjoying themselves today and making lots of noise here in the stadium where we are this afternoon for this game between Sweden and South Korea. This is in the Group F with Germany and Mexico, who Mexico beat the Germans 1-0 yesterday. And Sweden with possession, playing the ball very, very well. It's out now to the left back, and he knocks it back inside and on that far side. But South Korea pick up loose ball and intercept well, and they're coming forward now, and there's a poor ball, and his referee's brought it back for a foul, and there's a first yellow card of the game, but foul on Berg by Kim, who picks up the first yellow card. He pushed rather than a stamp on the number 8 Albin Ekdal, and it's still 0-0 in this game, with a free kick to come for Sweden. Granvist with possession, coming forward. Lovely one from Granvist, the defender. Into Forsberg, lovely bit of play. Can Sweden keep the move alive? Yes, they can. Lustig with the ball in towards the penalty area, cleared away. Clarkson's in there. Still comes to Berg. Berg, can you get the shot away? No, he tried to play it across, which comes out to Lustig. Lovely. Blow down on his chest. It's Clarkson once more. Puts a decent ball in towards the penalty area. Janssen and the defence over there. But Joe claims it well, and it's still 0-0 here on in Novigrad. And a very good claim there by Joe. So, good start from both sides then. 13.5 minutes gone. Still awaiting our first goal in this game, hopefully. I want to have a 0-0 and the first 0-0 of the tournament. Hopefully there'll be some late goals. in this one, or some goals in the first half for me to commentate on as well, but hopefully I can get some goals to commentate on for you. It's Park will tell this throw into Youngmin's son moves out to Clarkson, but then Lawson, but they've given a free kick. Foul against Lawson there, and which he's not very happy about. I think he picked up a yellow card there. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to wait and see if that gets clarified for you. As a ball out for a throw to Sweden. Six fouls committed by Sweden, 4 by Korea Republic, or South Korea as they're also known as. And a very good afternoon to every single one of you who are listening in today. We're live with you right through till the end of the match, and hopefully you are enjoying the game. It's Sweden 0, South Korea 0, or Korea Republic as they're also known as, and hopefully there'll be a good game for you to endeavour and listen to with the commentaries. Sweden looking to come forward, but South Korea winning back, and Sweden intercepting very, very well. And the ball over the top there looking for Son. Son can get away from the defenders. He's up against Janssen, and Janssen does very well to clear away up to his field mark, and the free kick which is played out wide there by Sweden to the Forsberg over on the far side. And they're keeping possession well. It's inside now with Forsberg who cut inside there after collecting the ball. It's now with Granvist. Who's the captain, puts the ball over the top, looking for Berg, and Robertson's up there as well. Clausen's in there as well, and it's cleared away up to Janssen. Janssen inside to Ed Cal. Ed Cal coming forward, and he looks up, and it's now the ball out wide. Lovely first touch, out of play for a throw there. He cut off the South Korean, which he's not very happy about there, was Wang. So he's not very happy there. There's only been one yellow card so far, which was for Kim, the number 9 for Sweden, for South Korea rather. Sweden keeping possession very, very well. It's back with Janssen now, the Leeds United man. He keeps possession well and's coming forward. Janssen collects again, and he'll look to his centre back and Granvist. Granvist coming forward, and he looks to play a good ball into Lawson and Carl, and then back into Janssen, who plays the out wide to Lustig. He knocks the ball inside where there's no one there for Sweden, but lovely interception there by the defence. Clarkson, and he intercepts it well. Coming forward now is the Swedish Carl, and back to Janssen once again. Pontus Janssen again, a lot of mentions so far in this early commentary, not meaning to, me being a Leeds United fan, but lovely bit of play forward. And then good run from Gomez. Can he get in there? No. Good challenge from the South Korean defence. And balls in towards the penalty area. Can they pick out a ball there? No. And he runs out of play for a goal kick. Good bit of defensive play there from Kim. Young one. Another one's Kim Shung-won. It's a very good challenge there to put Granvist off. Good block in on the challenge there against Granvist, the captain, as he looked to pull the trigger and put his nation into an early lead. It is Sweden 0, South Korea 0. And you're listening to JB Clare YouTube channel with myself, Russ Sweden, for this afternoon's commentary match, which is between Sweden and, of course, South Korea. So it's still 0-0 as Sweden look to come forward with Augustinsson down the line. It goes looking for the run of Toverlin and Berg and up there as well, and cleared away by Joe from South Korea, who keeps the ball forward, and not bad by Lustig, very behind Janssen, and it comes to Olsen, who plays it to Augustinsson, and Sweden will look to come forward. It's down the line, and he wins the throw there, does the Swedish international. Augustinsson will look to keep possession well and knocks it all the way back from the throw to Granvist, and he plays it to Larson. Larson inside the centre circle. It's either Sweden off. Just on halfway now into Ed Carl, into his Clarkson, who come in from the right hand side and keeping possession well. Is down the line it goes towards Forsberg. Forsberg taking on his man and wins a throw there from the challenge from Lee Young. There was a right back and there's a word with Yang and Berg saying he's keeping an eye on those two very closely here. We have got VAR officials as well. I'll give you the officials in a moment to let you know where they're from, because I haven't told you that yet, as this is a throw which is taken well by Sweden, and Carl keeping the ball down in the corners. Ball in towards the penalty area. Can the Swedish team go on under it? Looks to back in towards the penalty. Stop in there. Thomas in the cross. And Berg saved by the keeper. Joe. Punch clear. And now South Korea looking to break. Can they get out to the band now? No, and it's a corner kick. Good bit of play there by Berg, and the strikers up front. And he's still goalless. Great bit of play there. Still goalless here. Novigrad. And then is it Novigrad Stadium. And it's Joel Algazar from Slovenia, I think it is, who is your match referee this afternoon. I'm not sure where he's from, but I think he's from Slovenia. He's having a word with the defenders again, which is Bergen there. The answer's up from the back as well. That's his Granvist. He's in towards Pontus. Janssen brings it there, just wide by Janssen. The Leeds United defender almost got a goal at the World Cup. He does this so often in Leeds United. Makes a run, wins the header in each box, and he lays it just wide. I think Torresson, the striker, just put the defender off there. But great bit of play, and we are still without the opening goal inside 21 minutes, and that was the best chance. And that was the best chance there, which I've just seen here from Berg, which is brilliant save from Jonathan, trying to get back onto it. He puts it clear, does the keeper. So very good bit of footballing positioning there from the keeper for South Korea. South Korea looking to come forward and have committed a foul. Might be offside with chance. No Taylor's free kick. He plays it across, and Carlos coming forward for Sweden, and they keep possession very, very well here. Still awaiting our first goal in this game. It's still 0-0 in this match. And South Korea coming forward. Lovely bit of run and good bit of interception there by the Swedish player, tracking all the way back. And we are still awaiting our first goal. It's still 0-0. We are live on commentary for the JB Clara YouTube channel. Thanks to my good friend JB for letting me on this channel. Lustig picks up possession. His cross was blocked by Son of Spurs, and he clears it behind. His shot was blocked. That's one down for a goal, for a throw, which Lustig will take. What was he going to throw it to? I wonder. Thrown back it goes, and Janssen plays it across to Granvist, and Sweden will look to come again from the back. And the ball's in with Lustig once more on this near side of the right. Back to Larson it goes, back to Lustig, and back to Larson. Those two like to keep playing a bit of football between them. It's now Janssen to Larson. Larson looks up and knocks the ball down the line. Into Toven, and back into Janssen. Janssen across to Granvist, and he's coming forward. Granvist for Sweden. He keeps possession well, and in Ed Carl comes forward. Lovely ball in towards the penalty area, cleared away by the South Korean defence, and I wonder what's the referee giving here. I think he might have given a foul there on Lee Young, and I might have been offside. I'm not 100% sure. I think it might have been a foul or offside there, but the free kick, however, for his career has been taken. Is still 0-0, and with review right through till the end of this game, as the ball's cleared forward up towards halfway, with Gravison Jansen clears it now back up towards the penalty area for Swindon to try and break, but it's a clear probably ball down the line and ended away by Augustin, and there's a foul there over on that 1-4 between Forsberg and the career attacker as well, which is, I think, is Amwang out there, the number 11. Yes, he was, and Amwang comes down on his knee on Forsberg, and there's both you are, but he comes down, he catches him on his knee, and I think that's the reason why this Slovenian, I think it is, referee has given the decision as a free kick to Sweden here. Still 0-0. As Gravis takes this free kick, I come back and he goes once again, and he's coming forward now. He's into Lawson. Lawson will come forward. Pontus Jansson of Leeds United is started today in place of the injured, well, in place of Victor Lindelof of Manchester United, who was missing through illness. Johnson throws it to Lustig back. It goes in, and Lustig with the ball into the penalty area, which Joe claims well. Right of Bergen Tovern, and it's a very good game this. Sweden 0, South Korea 0. You can get involved in the comment section below on the YouTube channel. Just search for JB Clan YouTube channel, or if you're on my friends list on Facebook, you can click on the link there and listen to the commentary from the link I have provided. Still awaiting our first goal in this game. It's still 0-0. And South Korea coming forward over on that far side of the line with Cruz then, and keeping possession well, or Korea Republic at the moment. He goes back into Kim and then to Young, and then Parks, then he knocks it out of play. And he looks like he's got injured. He's off the field of play, so the play will continue as he's off field. So South Korea coming down to 10 men. There's Lustig. Can Sweden take advantage of this while they're down to 10 men here? Still we're awaiting our first goal, and it is still Sweden 0, Korea Republic 0, or South Korea as we like to call them over here in the UK. And a very good warm welcome to you all if you're just listening, if you've just joined us. You can get involved in the comment section below on the YouTube link. If you've got a YouTube channel, just comment in there and say hello and give me your score prediction for the match. I'll do my endeavour to read them out as and when I can. Still awaiting our first goal then is Sweden 0, Korea Republic 0. He just went, as he went down there, Park, he just had an hamstring injury, which is now being strapped up. So I'm not sure if he'll be able to continue, because he looked a very bad one for him there. But Sweden have a free kick, which I think Lawson's out there to take. So he normally takes the free kicks for Sweden. Sebastian Lawson puts a decent ball into the penalty close, bigger back post, but he's headed behind by Lee. And he's claiming not. It looks like Park coming off, so it looks like there's going to be a first change of the game, which is going to be forced. And Kim Min-woo will now come on for Park. Joo at the back. And I think there will be a straight swap left back for left back here, and it's still Sweden 0, Korea Republic 0, or South Korea, as we like to call them, but the official name for them in this World Cup is Korea Republic, so I'll stick with that. As Lawson will tail this corner kick in towards the penalty area, and Jansen's in there as well. Comes down. Levis has got a shot blocked in there by Berg eventually. And it's behind for a corner. Great bit of play from Lawson. Good corner that in. Good header down by Granvis. And then Berg with the shot blocked. And almost the opening goal of the game. There, but brilliant bit of defending from the Kim Yuk-won, who is starting this game. Now the substitute who has come on, which is Kim Min-woo. As the ball is in towards the penalty, with Jansen's attacking his stay by the keeper of Jansen. It's claiming for a foul there, Jansen on him. But this referee is not interested in the Leeds United men's protests. As I watch this corner again, he's clearly held back and clearly pushed in the back, and he jumped for that ball for me. And it should have been a penalty kick there for Sweden, but we'll continue to see how this game goes. As it's still no noise. Joe kicks long downfield. His Johnson was penalised there. That free kick is actually by Lustig up into the air, and he's bouncing around on the floor. Kim Won comes on and still without the first goal. In the opening 30 minutes of this game, it's Sweden 0, Korea Republic 0, as we are covering this game on the JB Clare YouTube channel. 3 commentary games for you today, the other 2 later from England's group, including England later on tonight, which JB will be doing full match commentary of. As Granville, as Sweden look to come forward there, which was Larson, and now he's Ed Cal. All brilliant ball in towards the strikers there, and it's cleared away. Sweden will have to defend well here, but can they defend well? He's committed a foul there as the defender. Granvist, it looks like it is, it was down. It's free kick for a foul on Son from Granvist. Pushes his arm across him and then throws the back of his head. And I was in head thinking he got struck in the head, but let me watch this closely here. He gets a little elbow there, but as he fetched him down, so the referee's got that spot on for me. The free kick should have been to South Korea, which is given it that way. And we're still awaiting our first goal in this game. Korea Republic 0, Sweden 0, or Sweden 0, Korea Republic 0. Sweden have some defending to do, and there's a foul there by the Kim, the number 9 for Korea Republic. And we played 31 minutes. Nearly approaching 31.5 minutes in this game. Into the 32nd minute is still 0-0. 9 fouls committed by Sweden, 10 committed now by South Korea. As Granvist to Lawson, to Jansen, to Cal, to Lawson, to Jansen, to Cal, all over the top, looking for the strikers there, Thomas Innenberg. As Berg was on Innenberg, he's offside there, Berg. But I think the referee will let the game continue. Since this goalkeeper did it, and he just went a fraction earlier, they both went a fraction earlier there, so if it went to either one of them, the flag would have gone up, so that was the correct call there from the linesman. As Kim Min-woo clears the ball downfield and come on for Park at the left back spot. Lawson thinking that was a throw to Sweden. I wasn't 100% sure which way that throw was going to be for, but Green Republic having possession well as keep it. Good ball there from Wang, and it's coming forward now and over the ball towards Kim Min-woo, but that ball goes out of play, and it's a throw to Sweden as we coming up towards the last 10 minutes of this first half, and we are still awaiting our first goal. It's Sweden 0, Korea Republic 0, and it's a very good game here so far. Both teams going for it. We're yet to see an opening goal in this game, but lovely bit of footwork there, and there's a foul on Torvason, the striker for Sweden, by Yang, and he missed a free kick which Lawson takes to Lustig, to Jansen, to Granvist, to Cal, back into Jansen, goes up over halfway now in to Lustig, to Granvist, And he's coming forward and Paul is play from Granville. Youngminson's away from Granville. Can he go away? He's open to Paul. Sometimes going long at the moment. It's Paul coming in now. He's cuts it back. But Granville gets by well to defend. Jansen helps him out by clearing up towards the middle of the Sweden half, and he wins a free kick there. But great bit of play from Youngminson to get away from Granville there. And then Granville did well to race all the way back, race back with him to get a block on his comeback before Jansen. Jansen put him off and made him scoring back. Granville got a block on there, and before the South Korean players could go on the end of that line, he's good defending. And that's an earlier challenge there by Key on Forsberg, which I thought should have resulted into a yellow card for Key, but it didn't. And we are still goalless in this game. It's Sweden 0, Korea Republic 0 in this match, and Lawson has possession. Ball in towards the penalty area, headed down, and it comes across to his far side. There's a throw to Sweden. And Forsberg is coming up to make some room. I wonder if there'll be a long throw here for Sweden, or will it just be a show? And it looks like it could be a show in the moment, and it is to Forsberg. To a Cal, and now Sweden forced all the way back to Jansen, who now turns this ball across him to collect, and into Ed Caldev with a brilliant ball towards the striker, which is Berg, who controls well. Forsberg, lovely run, and it goes, and it couldn't keep the ball in play there. Forsberg, as he tried to go past the defender on that near side, which was by Crew. You can vote for your man of the match in the comment section later. I'll open the lines right about for the last 15 minutes where you can get your comments in for man of the match. I'll give my man of the match around about the 85th minute mark in this game, where it's Sweden 0, South Korea 0 at this moment in time. Sweden have a throw which Lustig takes to Jansen. And he plays it across to Granville and into Ed Cowan. He's coming forward, he's out wide there. As a foul is it? No, but he's kept hold of possession there as Ed Cowan, then he loses it. It looked like it was a foul to me, but the referee says no. It's South Korea come forward. Lovely run this from South Korea. Now wide for Son. Son, can he get the shot away? Yeomin Son's shot is blocked. Keeps possession well. His ball across, looking for the run of Wang, and is out of play for a throw there to Sweden. And that was a correct call there. It looked like it was a foul the first move, but I'm just in the replay. That change where I thought said it should have been a foul to Sweden, and the defender made an absolutely brilliant challenge to get the ball. So it wasn't a free kick bad on my part. I know it's Sweden 0, South Korea 0. As Lustig takes this throw down the line and is flicked on. As Key pushes the ball forward, but Lawson's intercepts it. Across Van Granvist for Olsen, and he knocks it to his left back Gustafsson. Ekdal with possession, and he scored the ball. It's as it's again, and he plays a crossfield pass to Lustig, who knocks it back to Jansen. Jansen keeping possession well here, and he comes forward by Granvist. All wide he goes to Gustafsson, down the line he goes into Forsberg, back gets it back to Gustafsson, back into Forsberg, and then further down the line looking for Gustafsson here. One made that forward one, and he's crossed into us Torvern, and he's headed away as Lustig was trying to get there at the back post. He knocks it back to Lawson. Lawson coming forward, puts the ball in towards the penalty area, cleared away. Lustig has it once more. Lawson, I'm not sure who he was who cleared that cross from Lawson away. That's why I said it was just cleared away. And now Lawson has it from Ekdal, and now it's Granvist, and he plays it forward to Clausen, and Sweden keeping possession very, very well here. Still 0-0. Jansen collects. A good bit of play and is all wide. We go there. Is still 0-0 as we just try and regain pictures on the game at the moment. We are still goalless in this game as I try and regain pictures at this moment in time here. So just pictures have just been lost momentarily. And Sweden have possession. There's a foul there on Lawson. Now we try and regain pictures on the laptop. I've got it on my phone at the moment for you, so you're not missing any action as well. Lawson has it to the cow to keeping possession. And now we try and get pictures back on there for second half. As I've got the game on the phone at the moment, give you the commentaries. And this could push the ball forward over the top of his man, and he keeps possession well there, and he's a good bit of control play. And now Sweden looking to intercept, and they do. Lovely bit of play. It's fouled there, isn't it now? And Sweden have come forward and is cleared away down the line, and his crossfield pass, brilliant pass. Oh, there is still goalless. This is in towards the strikers and goes down on the challenge. No penalty there. It looked like a penalty to me. I have to see that one closely. If he does show you that one closely, but he's not giving it. There's a free kick there to Sweden. But that looked like it was a penalty kick to me on Young Min's son. But referee there, judging by that angle, he got his spot on. Let's watch it from this angle. Yes, slight touch on the ball from Augustason. And what a great call there. Still awaiting our first score in this game. It's still Sweden 0, South Korea 0. As they look forward, there's Lawson across now to Granvist, who's up from the back, and he keeps possession. Ball over the top towards Bergley. He's in behind. Shot across goal there. No one is in there for Sweden. Very lucky not to be anyone in there. Otherwise, it could have been 1-0. And South Korea would have been in trouble there. But Key does some brilliant defending now. And South Korea trying to get a way out. We'll lose it. And there's Thomason. He's got, Thomason's in there and he goes down. The referee said, the corner. Oh my word. It looked like a penalty kick for me. But the referee has said no. And that is why he said no. Great challenge. Absolutely fantastic challenge. Still 0-0. And he goes down then. I thought there was a penalty first, but so did the Swedish defenders and the attack and the referee, but he said no because there was a good call from the referee because he actually won the ball, which is why it was only a corner. Sweden will tear this corner kick, which from Jansen is in there. Gomez is in there as well, and he's in towards the defenders on the back post, but no one can pick up. Striking on goal there. So the penalty comes out. Strike on goal and saved. It's Gomez with the effort. And a decent save by the keeper. Still 0-0 as the ball's cleared away up towards Frigton. There's Thomas Forsberg's in there. Last few minutes is Sweden on the lower possession as Granville gets it from Lawson, but then South Korea coming forward, lob the ball out wide to the right hand side, and they're coming forward once again. It's down the line. Further down the line it goes there, and it's still 0-0 in this match. And it's a foul there by Berg, which made it look like a foul, so poor decision there from Berg. But let's have a look at the referees, boys. Oh, hang on a minute. Kim, number 16, was fouled there. Pulled up his shirt, and I must say I got that one wrong. Still goalless then. Sweden 0, South Korea 0 in this match. As we head into 2 additional minutes at the end of this first half. It's been a very good first half, just like in the end product from either side. And Olsen's there to continue that and like the end product for South Korea, because Sweden get a leg go before half time as they come forward now, looking through run. We know who's there to support him is Arkerson, across to Granvist. He's coming forward now into his attack there, clears away, and he's still with possession, and there's a good block there. Down the line it goes. Good block. Because Sweden regain possession as South Korea trying to come forward before half time. Both teams trying to get a goal before the break. I think a goal any moment now. We'll do it before the break for either side. We'll get a goal before the break here in this game, or will we get a goal at all? Some of the matches in the World Cup have been late goals in this game. Some have happened in the second half. They're sending over the bar! Lawson over the bar! It wasn't Lawson, it was Clausen over the bar. But we were Lawson. But Clausen was in there. And Lustig's crossing. And he really should have done better. He's come off the defender for me, but it's good. The referee's in the corner, so good bit of defending. It's Lawson. Yeah, puts the ball in towards the penalty, punch clear. Clausen, a short moment to go. Back out wide to Lawson. Can he put it first chance? No. He's shot his block for a throw. Last chance now for Sweden. Before the break is Lawson. Then everyone getting to the penalty. He's looking to do a long throw. And he does do a long throw towards the penalty area. And Joe claims it. And it looks like that is at the end of the first half. And that is at the end of the first half. 0-0. And the break. Sweden and South Korea both going for it. Great bit of defensive play from either side, cancelling each other out. Both sides had a lot of chances, but none clear cut. So at the break here, it is Sweden 0, South Korea 0.
Thank you, Russ, and we'll hear from him at the start of the second half. John Stuttard here, back with you now, as the teams are just walking off the field here. Later to come, don't forget Belgium against Panama. That's at 4 o'clock. Join myself in the presenter's chair, and Chris Whiteman will be your top match commentator for that one as well. And then at 7 o'clock, and then at 6:30 the programme starts, because we're going to have half an hour's build up to the match, because England take the field for their first game in the World Cup as they take on Tunisia. Kick off in the UK at 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock local time here in Russia. So 0-0, but there's been one or two opportunities, as you saw there. An opportunity that was Blaisdell with a bar, but apart from that, really, it's not been a bad game. It's just lacked a goal or two. Most of the games that we've seen so far in the tournament, I have to say, we've been going at it now. We're into the 5th day of this tournament, and I've got to say that some of the football has been exquisite. And as I said last night, or during the World Cup so far, it's been absolutely, the big guns haven't had it all their own way. But Sweden and South Korea, it might not be the most attractive match on paper, but it's not been a bad first half in terms of opportunities as well. Hopefully we'll get some news on the England camp, because obviously later tonight they play Tunisia, in case you didn't need watching. So if you don't want to listen to it on BBC or TalkSport, we're the place to listen to the coverage from. And obviously England always gets the big listeners in, doesn't it? And it's I think it's an opportunity here now, a real opportunity. Gareth Southgate now has made the statement in the press that the England group is actually tougher than what a lot of people actually think, and he may have a point, he may not have a point, but one thing is for certain, it's not going to be easy. And but I would expect them and Belgium to be top dogs, certainly as regards the group, that is for sure. But you can never take anything for granted, certainly in the World Cup, as Argentina found out, as the Germans found out to their internal cost yesterday in the game that I covered. And of course Brazil last night, brilliant for 45 minutes, and then all of a sudden defensive frailties set in and equalisers, and the equaliser came in. But as I say, we're just waiting for any other news. Let's see what's been happening elsewhere in the world of sport during the break, because there's not much to really bring you at the moment. Fleetwood actually, well, in the golf last night, the US Opening, Brooks Koepka beat Tommy Fleetwood at Shinnecock Hills in the US Open Golf. In the US Open Golf, he closed with a 200 par 68 to top the leaderboard at 1 over and deny Fleetwood a first major title. Fleetwood had actually, who's 27, set the clubhouse lead with a 2 over par after a 6 of 18, 7 under par 63, the lowest joint round in the US Open history. As regards the world number one, that was Justin Johnson. He shot a 70 to finish on 3 over. England's Justin Rose, who began 1 shot adrift of the 4-way tie for the lead, he actually finished level for 10th place on 7 over after a 3 over 73. So there was also calls, of course, after the third round for 5-time major winner Phil Mickelson to be disqualified, as he actually broke the rules during the third round, but he was still allowed to play on. Koepka, who actually played his first major at Heron Hills last year, becomes the first player to retain the US title since Curtis Strange won it back in 1988 and 1989. So that's what happened in the US Open Golf, so a fantastic moment for him. The latest score, we've got Queen's Club going on, obviously a traditional build-up to Wimbledon. We got Denis Sharapov against Gilles Muller, and currently that is 6 games to 7 in favour of the Luxembourg player. And then later on in the order of play, we've got Stanford Inca of Switzerland against Cameron Norrie of Great Britain. Marian Quilic of Croatia against Fernando Redasco of Spain. Jay Clark will play against Sam Querrey of the USA. Jay Clark from Great Britain. And Andy Murray tomorrow will make his return to tennis at Queen's on Tuesday, which is in fact tomorrow. So that's what's happening down at Queen's Club. Of course, it used to be known as the Stella Artois tournament, a traditional build-up for Wimbledon. And other sports news as well. England all-rounders, England cricket, this is in cricket, England all-rounders Ben Stokes and Chris Boakes are set to miss the next 3 days in a 5-match series against Australia. Now Ben Stokes tore his left hamstring before the second test against Pakistan and will be with the squad for the 4th and 5th internationals, one-day internationals, but is unlikely to play. The hope is, in fact, he will face India in a 2020 series starting on the 3rd of July. As for Woakes, he has a right quad tear and will be out until at least the one-day internationals against India, which actually start on the 12th of July. The Warwickshire player was actually injured during the second test against Pakistan earlier this month, when the problem is related to a chronic right knee issue, for which he's had an injection. Now the Durham as for Stokes, the Durham player, he can bat fully and run at 90% capacity, but he will start bowling again this week. And of course, they're 2 up in that 5-match series against Australia before they actually play the tourists in a T20 game. As we goes with India, they will have 3 2020s with India, 3 one-day internationals, and a massive 5-match test series. So plenty of cricket action to keep you up to date with us. Looking at 1 or 2 up the opportunities there in the Sweden game at the moment.
Is that home second?
So 0-0 as we say at the moment, and as soon as we get some, we'll try and get some latest from the England camp in one of our 2 shows, which may be this one or maybe the next one. That's for sure. But just wrapping up the weekend at the moment there. Certainly in the World Cup at the moment, it's been an unbelievable tournament so far. It's very open games, been good games. We've only had the couple of one-sided games where Russia hit 5 past the Saudi Arabians, and obviously Croatia beating Nigeria very comfortably 2-0 in probably what was one of the more dour games of the tournament in terms of chances and good football on offer. But so far so good, really, in terms of what we've had so far as the contest has developed. So a lot to really talk about. Let's hear, in fact, Gareth, I think we better hear from England camp now, and we got to let's hear from a little bit from the England camp and the manager, Gareth Southgate, who's been talking with Gabby Logan about being on holiday with your family in the team camp as England prepare to start their World Cup 2018 tonight against Tunisia. Gabby Logan reports.
Do you feel at the moment when you go back to your team hotel that you have a family that is going in the same direction?
Very much so. Since we've been together, 2 engagements, 1 birth, 4 birthdays.
Any big call-outs at Christmas?
Well, that is the classic of being in the team camp. You know, if you can imagine being on holiday with your family, the danger is that the small things irritate you because, you know, I know we would be. They're always on their phone. Why don't they get off their phone? So you have to get that sense of perspective that the danger is you're in a bubble and the small things irritate people. And that's why it's important that I think the players' families can come in and visit at the right times, that we're able to have a hotel where there's a nice balance of the lads can get out if they want to, they can, but there's space inside. You know, they play basketball, we sit outside to eat when we can, because again, you're just out of the buildings and smelling the fresh air and some perspective of life. Otherwise we just sit and watch the channels that are all about the World Cup and all about football, and that's not what everybody at home is doing. They're working and there's another world going on. We feel we're the only thing in town, and our focus is on that, but there's got to be an escape from that to keep, you know, the life balance as much as.
Well, that's Gareth Southgate there talking, of course, with Gabby Logan, and well, it's going to be completely important now from now until the end. I do apologise for the background noise as well. I hope you heard Gareth Southgate's interview very well, but there's going to be some afternoon, that is for sure, as we await both Sweden and South Korea. Let's hope there's some goals are plenty in the second half, as we will rejoin Russ in about 2 minutes' time. And of course, at 10 to 4, we'll be back live from Russia with the big with the Belgium against Panama game. Hopefully, Chris Blackman will be available to do that one for us. And then at 7 o'clock, the real big one, prime time game, the first prime time live match I've had all tournament, and we're going to have a real good one there. I do apologise, there is quite a lot of banging going on at the moment. Builders next door, which doesn't help matters. But as I was saying, 7 o'clock, England against Tunisia. What a game that really does promise to be. So we're all set in a few moments' time for the second half. Rusty still catches his breath after that first 45 minutes, and it has been quite a tournament so far, with so many shocks at the moment, and be interesting to see what happens in terms of where these next few World Cup games is going to take shape. Certainly when you get to the second round of group games, then you'll see the tables and the group phases really start to take shape, and usually we find out how the last 16 is going to pan out. Of course, the third round of group games will be a week today, essentially, and then the last 16 quarters, semis, and the final itself will all congregate in July the 15th, where I'll be the man to talk you through the 21st World Cup final here on this JB Corrett YouTube channel. But at the moment, we're still very early into the tournament, and that actually speaks volumes for the way that everything has gone at the moment, as we await the arrival of the second half of the teams. But it's been a decent first 45 minutes, but no goals to talk about or shout about, and we are no, it's actually somebody doing a building job, Kevin's on, and it's the first time he's on for the tournament. England fans next door banging heads. No, it's just some building work going on next door, but I promise it will be stopped by about 3 or 4 o'clock by the time we close this particular programme. Don't forget, Kevin, to join us for Panama and Belgium later on at 10 to 4 UK time, and then at 20 to 7 UK time I will be live with full match build-up and the full match game between England and Tunisia, and what a game it promises to be here in Volgograd. The teams are back out onto the field now for the second half, so I think it's a good time to rejoin for the second half our big match commentator. I think he's having a ball commentating at the moment, so we're going to hand back to him straight away. Here he is, Russ Burnham, your big match commentator for the second half.
Yes, thank you very much, JB, and I to Kevin as well, who was listening in, who just joined while JB was on there. So thank you, Kevin. Hope you enjoy my commentary for the second half. As JB said, the teams are back out. The South Korea team have just gone through their huddle at the start of the second half. Sweden ready to kick off for the second half as well. We're looking forward to this game. Hopefully there'll be some goals for me, because this is my first match here on the JB Clara YouTube channel. Remember to get involved in the comments section for the second half, and we will have the second half live for you. Right now, Sweden get the second half underway. Then as Granvist picks up the ball and he sends the ball looking forward to the right-hand side, where it was Forsberg and Clausen all there as well, and some good defending early on by South Korea at the start of the second half. I'll run you through the teams once again, a moment in play to remind you of the teams. But if you want to, via the FIFA World Cup app, if you've got that on your phone, you can vote for the official man of the match there. But later on in the programme, I'll open the votes for the FIFA World Cup JB man of the match for this game. As the ball's in towards the penalty area for Sweden, it's cleared away there by the defender of South Korea. It's out of play for a throw to Sweden, which will be on that far side. I'm not sure it is taking this. I think it's number 17, Arson, who's going to be taking this long throw in towards the penalty area. It's in towards Torvason, who's can't reach that, and it's gone through to the goalkeeper Joe, and for South Korea. So this is a good time. This is a good time to go tell you through the teams. We kick the ball long, and he's gone all the way out to play for a throw there. He's going to look for kill there. So I'll read through the teams on the side of the second half. It's Olsen in goal, Lustig, Granvist, Janssen, and Augustussen in the back, with Klassen, Lawson, Edkal, and Forsberg in midfield, Berg and Janssen up front. As for South Korea, it's Joe, Lee, Sun, Kim, and Wang. Kim will come on in left back for the injured Park. Koo, Ki Sun Yun of Swansea in midfield. He's the captain with Lee. The other Kim is centre back. And Yang. In their team is this come out wide to this right back, which is Leo got forward, and his ball in was very tame and was an easy catch for the goalkeeper. Olsen then is still goalless then. Olsen with a very comfortable catch now, as I said, as Janssen comes forward for Sweden. The Legion United man get commentated on one of my players who I see regular in action, as I'm a Legion United fan, so I can tell you a lot about him. He's a good defender, plays very good football. Sometimes, if things don't go his way, it starts getting a bit mardy, but otherwise, all around good defender. Pontus Johnson did very well for some of the games last season. As that was a brilliant interception there, as Gustafsson tried to get forward and trying to get back now as the defence of Sweden, and as Lee comes forward from right back, and as Bertrand Wang is balling towards Sun of the back post there. Sun can't pick up, is headed clear by Ekberg. Edkal, should I say. That's a free kick, and that's taken quickly. Stavison over the top. He's in behind here, Sweden. Can they get the first goal here? Who's into third? Forsberg. Strike! Over the bar! Oh my word, I thought that was going to be a goal there. Sweden should have really taken the lead there. Great bit of play. And that should really be 1-0. Great bit of play. Great quickly taken free kick. Ball over the top there for Thomason. He sets it up nicely for Forsberg, who cuts himself and then fires over the top. And it really should be 1-0 to Sweden there. Great effort. We couldn't keep his shot down. We'll back go to punish Sweden, and will South Korea get a goal, which will really shock us here, because I'm expecting a Sweden victory here, and a comfortable Sweden victory. Apart from, because I think for me, only Youngmin's son is the real danger in this Sweden side, and doing well at the moment to keep him quiet. The Park there, who got injured in the first half, with a bit of an ice pack on the back of his hamstring, so he really is injured. Probably a doubt for their next match, which I'll tell you who it is a bit later on, as Edkal coming forward into Lawson to Janssen. Janssen looking forward, and he plays into Lawson. Lawson with the ball over the top, looking for Bergen Thomason in there, but can't pick out anybody of the front men, and is cleared away, is he, by South Korea? Yes, is the angle clears up towards halfway, and he bounces over across, and Janssen lets it come across him, and bounces behind him, and then he collects it, and now he is Klassen with the ball over the top, looking to pick out Forsberg. Brilliant ball. Breeze first touch, lets the ball get away from him, and Lee clears it for South Korea, and it's a good bit of defensive play there in upfield. As Lee, number 17, switches the ball out wide, and a great bit of play there. Still going down, and he's gone down on the challenge of Lawson, who commits a foul there. I'm not sure who it is. I think it's the number 13, Q, who is down here. It is, and he's looks like he's very injured. He's not moved. Oh, that is a nasty one. Lawson is very lucky not to be sent off there. I didn't see this in the initial one, but I've just seen it too, where he stamps on the back of his leg as he's stepping over him. And you could see what he meant to do, is just stamped right on the back of his leg. And that's a very poor challenge there by Sebastian Lawson. Another comment from Kevin. Thank you for getting involved, Kevin. He says, is it just me, or do these World Cup games feel like they're in slow motion compared to the English Premier League? I think, Kevin, I'll tell you about that in a moment, as South Korea pull the ball in. Is anyone going? He's wide. into the side netting from Koo, who was had the first stamped on a few moments ago. And that was a great ball, and I think it was from Young Min's son with that cross. And Koo managed to get on the end of it. And he's a header wide. And then into the side net, and he was from Kim rather than number 12 and wide. And that's to your question, Kevin. I do think they played in slow-mo compared to the English Premier League. The English Premier League have played more faster, but these World Cup games so far, the ones I've seen anyway, because I missed the on Friday because I was at a family wedding, which was very nice indeed, but the games I've seen have been very slow compared to the English, faster than the English Premier League standard. But South Korea coming forward here, so let's get back to the action now. As Lee coming forward, look, lovely run away from Lawson, but Lawson as well to regain possession and Forsberg down the line. Towards Berg, and he wins the throw there, just Berg, and he's out of play for the throw to Sweden. South Korea, the captain, is in Key, who plays for Swansea. He'll be playing in the Championship next season, as will Joe Allen, as he signed a new 4-year deal at Stoke City earlier today. That's some football news, which JB didn't tell you at half time, so I thought I'd mention that about the commentary. And Augustin plays the ball forward. Well, it was going to with the ball forward towards Torberson. Berg's up there as well. Forberg can't win the ball back as South Korea were looking to come forward on that far side. With Kim with the ball forward over the top, looking for Son, who can't pick up possession, and he's gone out for a throw there to South Korea. Son trying to appeal for a free kick there, but he's not given. So he's having to go on with it. As the ball is played very well. It's out here now. And the back is Lee coming forward. Lovely ball, is it? He knocks it inside. I'm not going to play over the top. I guess it back. No, and he's knocked it back inside. And he's trying to favour through there, but Berg has some good defending from Sweden. Managed to get away. He's won the ball back there well. I thought he had, but this referee has given a free kick for a challenge on from behind, which in the Premier League he can't do. But I thought some of these referees are lenient in their leagues on this, because I've seen a few Slovenian games and they've not get penalised for that. But she actually won the ball there, did Kim, coming at half time against Arsen. No, Grandbist to Gustafsson, who's got position now, and he's gone down under a challenge there of the right of the number 11 Awang, and he's picked up a yellow card there as Awang. But how long will it be till we see the first goal? Indeed, Awang picks up a yellow card for a foul there. It's still goalless. It's Sweden 0, South Korea 0, as Gustafsson is fouled. And I think that's what he's good it for. A little kick in the back, and I think that's why he's booked him as well. And went Ichan there, so it's Lawson will take this free kick. Is on this near side, just in from the touchline. The defence is up like always. Lustig's in there as well as Granvist and Janssen from the back, so it's a free kick which will be taken. Granvist is currently listed in an offside position. He now moves to an onside position as the ball comes in. Look towards goal, that cleared it away, had it saved on the line, but then cleared away. Working on behalf for a corner, it's not, it didn't go out, and the referee has deflected it over the top of one Sweden player into the path of another Sweden player. Now, Ekal is Forberg to Larson. He loses all there, but the South Korea can look to break his son. The Spurs man out wide there to Kim. The left back who's come on off, who came on very early on in this game for Park Dew. And that ball's in towards the penalty area there from the left back, and he's gone wayward and behind, and this see if he shows that they're showing that free kick again from Lawson now, and Lawson with that ball in and a brilliant save by the keeper, and so kept it out in a good clearance by the defender on the line. It's still goalless then in this game. It's Sweden 0, South Korea 0. You can get involved in the chat. Let me know your man of the match a little bit later, and I'll tell you when the man of the match is open. But you can vote for your man of the match on the FIFA website right now, on the official FIFA World Cup app. But on the JB Cloud YouTube channel, you'll have to wait till a bit later on in the programme to vote for your man of the match. Let me know your thoughts on that. Is a throw which look like it'll be a long throw, or will it be a long throw? Yes, it is a long throw, but it's headed clear. On the edge of the penalty, still back away with it. Goes down. Just forced, but Ed Carlin, he's giving away a free kick. He was a foul in there from him before he went down under a challenge himself. And Sweden 0, Korea Republic 0 is the scores then. Hope you enjoyed my debut commentary here on the JB Clara YouTube channel. My first ever commentary here on the channel for you, so you'll be in a lot of my voice on some of the games where JB or Chris Wyman can't do. Or if JB and Chris Wyman are busy sometime next season, you may hear my voice on a few games then. So we'll have to see if Sweden almost get caught out of the back there, but Janssen, the Leeds man, does what he does best for Leeds and puts his body on the line to block off after the ball was played through, and after Granville got beat by Anwang, got booked by his terror, and a good block behind for a corner to South Korea from Pontus Janssen. Is still Sweden 0, Korea Republic 0, as we await our first goal in this game. We're approaching the 60-minute mark. We have to wait for a corner. We have to wait for this corner, which is we have to wait for a ball so we could tear this corner, which will be taken by Lee, the number 17. Takes his shot to the number 2, Lee. Back to Lee. It goes from Lee. Cleared away and is deflected behind by Bear for another corner. So what if South Korea will try and do the same, or whether Sweden will be wise to this now and they may have to pull the ball directly into the box and wait for it to make a substitution, or South Korea. So we'll have to wait to see Phil Owen in a few moments as we wait. We're about to take another corner or South Korea. If it again is Lee. Let's see what the cross is, but what is this? Can the guy strike away? No. Can Sweden break here? Lovely interception with a free kick of Sweden, I think. Yes, Sweden have won a free kick and is a bit further back. Will the substitution be made yet? Yes, it's being made now, it looks like. There's none yet because the free kick's been taken. As gone this to Ed Cole to have a run with it. It was Augustus Forsberg who continues his run. Lovely ball into the penalty areas. Klassen still going, wins the ball back and goes on under a free kick challenge there on Wang, and is a free kick South Korea, which is fouling Klassen, who's going to, I think is going to be getting a yellow card here, it looks like. Klassen is, I think it's going to be for this challenge, because he caught him on the follow through, so that's why that wasn't. But Victor Klassen picks up a yellow card. As Lee is gone down on the challenge of Augustinsson. And will we have the substitution yet? I think we're still waiting the substitution which South Korea wanting to make, so we're still going at the moment. No substitution, 6 substitutions for South Korea made yet. Sweden still have 3 at the moment. South Korea have 2 left. as well as our 3 substitutions in this tournament per match. We can name 7, but we can only bring on 3s. Forsberg coming forward for Sweden, lovely bit of play into Berg. And Forsberg gets it back. He's coming out to our Gustafsson. Crossing towards the back post. Berg in there. Still in there. Goes on the challenge, referee says. No penalty. I'll have to see this one again. It looked penalty to me, but South Korea coming forward. Lovely run now from South Korea. Played inside. Still going. There's a brought it back. What's he brought it back for? A VAR. We've got a VAR decision in here, and I thought it was a penalties. On the penalty decision, I think we're looking at this VAR for. So let's see where it comes up. Yeah, let's see what we're looking at VAR for. Yeah, the penalty review. So I think the main decision is going to have a look at this. Usually, let's have a look. That's a penalty straight away. It looks like he hasn't got any of the ball in them 2 angles there, so he may change his mind here. It's from the freeze angle. Look. From this angle, it looks like he got the ball, but he's made his decision. And he's given a penalty. He's given a penalty here for this challenge, and Clarkson there by Kim Minwoo. And that is a definite penalty. He didn't give that, but that's a definite penalty there. And there is a big chance for the Swedish side to take the lead here. And will they profit from this? Is Granvist the captain and the central defender? Can he get the opening goal of this game here? Will we see an opening goal in this game for me in my first commentary match here on the JB Colour YouTube channel? Thank you to those who are watching. I should say listening on YouTube. Can Granvist score this penalty? If you're watching on your TV, turn down. And can Granvist convert this penalty kick for Sweden? From VAR review, Granvist steps up, scores! Sweden take the lead! And Sweden have the goal! And we have a goal in this game now! And thankfully, we do not have a goal destroy my commentary match. And Kevin has just said, fair call by VAR. And it was. I thought it was a penalty in commentary. I'm going to say it on the VAR. When he did the VAR, it was a penalty still. So the VAR were that time for me, he did. Not sure what JB thinks. JB, if you're listening, type in the comments what you think about that penalty decision from VAR. But I think it was right to give it from VAR. And Granvist steps so well and sends the keeper the wrong way and gives Sweden a lead in the 2018 World Cup. In their group is Sweden 1, Korea Republic 0. And what a great penalty from the skipper. You can see what it means to them. You can actually see what it means to Sweden with them taking the lead here. Still 1-0. On this penalty on 65 minutes. And it was a deserved penalty as well, and a deserved call there. But Sweden are in the lead now, and they're going to try and keep hold of this lead. And will they be able to keep hold of this lead? But they went to VAR. There was a correct call from VAR's number 15, Jonga's just come on now. Let you know which man has gone off in a moment. Sweden look try and get a second in this moment in time. As the ball's Forsberg, lovely control. There's Gustafsson, who was being very good at the back. As it's still goalless in this game, is Sweden. Our lead is 1-0. And I think it was a good call from the linesman to give, well, from the VAR officials to give that penalty, because I thought it was a penalty straight away before I was doing the commentary, before the VAR got involved, and I think it was a penalty, so we'll have to see what other people think. Says that Sweden 1, Korea Republic 0. Get involved in the chatters. Kevin Benson, as he says, is a fair call from VAR and a definite, and he thinks it was a penalty. So I do as well. I called a penalty before VAR got involved in this one. As Gustafsson plays the ball forward, lovely ball forward. It goes from Sweden, but can't keep the ball out, and they're looking to come away with possession. It's still 0-0 in this game. It's still 1-0, should I say, to Sweden. As Torvason can't pick out his team there, but he wins it back. There's Al Larson. His striker got block cleared. Forsberg, can he get a striking on goal? He can, shot blocked though from Forsberg's effort. But will we see an opening goal in this game? I wonder. Another goal in this game, I wonder. Sweden fans now bouncing up and down and celebrating that goal well. As Sweden coming forward. Still 1-0 to Sweden as going forward in towards Bergler, and it's cleared behind for a corner by Kiruki, who made a brilliant challenge there. Still 1-0, and that was a challenge there to set up this attack, set up this effort, which wins the corner. And we're still leading Sweden, all that is, by a goal to 0. So we've got that opening goal of the game. The next game is a 4 o'clock kickoff, and it's in England's group between Belgium and Panama. That's coming up on the JB Clan YouTube channel later. As this corner for Sweden is in towards the penalty, cleared from there, Nelson's in there, punched clear by Joe, the goalkeeper for South Korea. Is out wide. It goes now. All in towards the penalty area, up towards Janssen. Janssen is back into the penalty area, flicked away. Again, comes out to the edge of the box. Strike in, just there. And a poor strike from Klodson. It goes all the way through. And Kim was the man to go off for Woo Young Jung after the goal from Granvis from that penalty. And we are still one of those head cows coming off, and the man who is coming on is number 15, El Jamar. So if I got this pronunciation wrong, I'm not sure pronounce his name. Oscar El Jamar, I think is I actually pronounce his name, so sorry if I got the first pronunciation wrong. I was telling you who it was. And we are still drawing 0-0. Sweden still winning 1-0 rather. So if I'll give you the details out of her from your man of the match in a moment. If it's a draw, I'll let John Studart, the match day presenter today, and our England commentator later as they take on Tunisia, live on the JB Clare YouTube channel. The best radio commentary style commentary within TalkSport and 5 Live for your World Cup coverage. As number 13, Rue. What should I say? Q, should I say? Well, I rule them as Q. Is replaced by the number 10, and that is Sung Woo Lee. So we've now got 3 Lees on the pitch for Korea Republic. We've got Young Joon Lee, Jae Sung Lee, and Sung Woo Lee. And Berg's gone down on his face there from a challenge. He looks like there was an elbow there, and he's had to stop play. This is an head injury. He looks like he got caught with an elbow on the number 20. Gosh, ends there. And as he comes back down, he catches him with his swirling arm and is coming back down. So you can really give that as a foul. So we'll. Later is still goalless then between Sweden. It's still 1-0 to Sweden against Korea Republic. Don't know why I keep saying it's still goalless for. But hopefully you enjoy my commentary regardless of keep getting the score wrong for you. But as I've said, it's still honestly it's still 1-0. Sweden's South Korea's final change in around about 10 minutes time, well in about 5 minutes time, well in a couple of minutes time I'm going to open the votes for man of the match. With the last 5 minutes of the game I'll give you my man of the match. And then we'll see what people have commented for their man of the match. And then if it's a draw, or there's a vote each for a person, for a player, then I will hand it over to JB or John Studar for the deciding vote for the man of the match. If you can't decide, it'll come back to me and I'll do a toss-up to decide who will get the JB man of the match. So we've got a coin in the commentary box alongside me as we are watching this game between Sweden and South Korea. Sweden have a throw which will be taken by Lustig on the far side. There's a man down for Sweden at the moment, which I think is Larson. Miss Toberson, sorry. We'll allow Larson the first viewing. And we are still having a very good commentary game. The commentary JB Man of the Match YouTube thing, you can vote for your Man of the Match in the comment section below. Kevin, let me know your Man of the Match if you've been watching the game throughout, and I'll read that out in a few moments. JB, if you've been watching the game, well, relatively the second half in the game, let me know and I'll give you, you know, the commentary is for Man of. You can give me your vote for Man of the Match and then we'll have a deciding vote a bit later, and I'll tell you my later as we make a substitution. Sweden make a substitution is Torvason, who's coming off now in the 76th minute, this first substitution for Sweden, and he is replaced by Isaac Kesson Thielin. Unless I pronounce his name, sorry if I've got his name wrong. One man missing from the Sweden team today is that of Manchester United defender Victor Lindelof. He misses out through illness, so that's why Pontus Jansson, the Leeds United defender, starts today. As Jean-Min Sun runs the ball out of play, and Sweden have a throw with Augustusson who take it down the line. towards the new man who's just come on. Elvin. Well, South Korea have possession back, and there's a lovely interception. There's battling it away now. Both teams going for head to toe. Try and get a late equaliser from South Korea's point of view, or to try and secure the 3 points in the opening group match for their World Cup campaign. If you're in the Swedish camp, I'm swinging towards the Swedish camp due to Willie Jellyman Pontus Jansson in the Swedish defence today, and also Philip Elander, who was linked with Leeds United last summer, is on the bench. He's a big central defender who sometimes partnered Pontus Jansson on international duty, and I think he was a Malmo with him as well. So still 1-0. Your JB man of the match is voting now open. You can get in on with your man of the match. Let me know who your man of the match is, and I'll read them out in a few moments time, and I'll give you my man of the match as well. For this opening match for both sides. Still 1-0 Sweden lead. Now, glad this penalty, I'm just going to go down now and place my vote for man of the match, and I can tell you I voted for later on. Is normally vote for the people who have stayed on for the full game. So if you have a look at some of those, and I've just voted for my man of the match, which I'll give you that a little bit later on, as the run down for Sweden. It looks like it is Sebastian Larsson, and it is. Looks like he may need to come off. And he looks like they're ready a substitute. Don't forget, if you can't catch the England game live with us on the JB Cloud YouTube channel, you can always listen back. You can always listen back to this commentary as well if you've missed the first half. But I just want to say a big thank you to JB and Chris Wyman for letting me be a part of their commentary team here on the JB Cloud YouTube channel. Nearly JB, because he's the main host of this channel, so thank you JB for letting me be a part of the commentary team as Sebastian Larson's just walking off to the side of the field. Looks like he's going to be substituted here. I'm not sure which minute he'll be coming on for him at this moment in time. I wonder if he's going to be Gustav Svensson. Let's see. I know my word. I didn't even see one number where when he showed the guy who played a few moments ago on the touchline getting some instructions. I just had to guess of Gustav Svensson. And Gustav Svensson is the man who has come on. And that is all three substitutes now used for both sides. So no more substitutes can be made. For either for either side. And South Korea have a free kick which Young Min Sun of Tottenham will take. Will he go for goal from here, or will he go for a cross to try and get one of his teammates on end of this? Is Young Min Sun with the free kick? Into the penalty area, cleared away by Sweden as Forsberg is then he acts the ball clear. Takes in. Looked like he took a deflection, so it looked like it could have been a Sweden throw, but linesman who was nearest said it was a throw to Korea Republic, and then they've just won a corner through. Sun Woo Lee's effort, which was blocked by Granvist, trying to claim handball with his hands. Never moved, it looked like hit him in his chest, which also goes to the referee as well as for the referee as well as the number 17, which is Jason Lee, takes this corner kick. And that's headed away by the South Korean defender attacker, which is then heading towards goal, headed away from goal, and some defending for Sweden, thinking he was still in the first half and having to get the ball clear. South Korea trying to get into this, there's a ball over the top, and now it's Jason Lee who come down into that, and it goes out for the goal kick. You've seen that penalty decision again. It was definitely a penalty, I called it, and that was a great penalty from Sweden there by Granvist, the captain, and Olsen, as soon as he saw the ball going there, dropped to his knees and was celebrating at his other in the other end. And Sweden have a throw, which he forward and is locked up into the air. He's headed away. Could see which player it was, that's why I just say he's headed away. Lovely interception there, his act clear up towards Janssen, who flicks back the wrong way from Janssen, and Granvist looks it up into the air and is kept in there by Lustig, but I thought it ball went out, but he kept it in, and there was a bit of a foul there on Berg, and he wins a free kick. We're coming up towards the final 5 minutes of the match. I'll be giving you my man of the match very soon then. I'll have a look, see if anyone's voted for a man of the match in the JB Clare YouTube channel as of yet. So if I just have a quick look, see if anyone's voted for their man of the match. Let me know for your man of the match, guys. And thank you for listening today. Rest of your match commentator. I'll be with you again through this World Cup. Either JB or Red Clark, which one that is, can't get on to do your commentaries, so I'll be with you when they can't be here. Like, JB's busy this afternoon, and so he's and preparing his nose for later. Chris Wyman's preparing his nose for the 4 o'clock kick-off, and I'm with you now for this game, so that's why I've got the early game. Is Forsberg is intercepted very, very well and is cleared away down the line there by Gustafsson up towards his striker. And the ball must have gone out of play before he got down the field, so ready to go down there, and he's throw backwards to his defender, which is Yango. Plays it into Ki Sung Young, the Swansea man, who is the Korea Republic captain. Landis, the captain of Sweden, has got the only goal of the game so far. My man of the match is going to be the goalkeeper of Sweden, Robin Olsen, who has kept Sweden in this game in the second half, especially after the goal was scored from the penalty. But Sweden have had some good chances as well, so it could have gone to anyone, but happy to the Sweden goalkeeper, the man of the match today. And normally if someone gives it to the opposition, one of the keepers, it means the opposition have done really, really well, and I think the South Korea have done really, really well in attack, but they can't find a way through at the moment. So we'll have a look at the stats for you before I hand back to JB after the match is finished. There's Sweden with Olsen, the man of the match, kicks forward. The JB man of the match is Olsen, the goalkeeper for Sweden. Gustafsson clears it forward. Is ball out of play after Forsberg was challenged on this near side, as Gustafsson will turn the throw down the line. It goes big into his new stripe on Snelling, and he can't turn the ball on. And his act clear downfield is still 0-0. 1-0 Sweden. While there's a free kick here for, I think it's offside. Yes, offside it looks like. And it's kick forward. Berg just stood his ground then. Young Lee went down on the challenge and he's got a free kick. In Sweden. Still with that slender lead in this game. I really enjoyed doing this commentary today, so thank you for having me on and hoping you have enjoyed it as well, you the listeners. Sweden 1, Korea Republic 0 is the scoreline. And all is now down the line is Augustus Forsberg won a free kick well there ahead of Young Lee. Got in front of his man and then got a nudge in the back. This is up there did Forsberg to win a free kick against the South Korean outfit. So as I said, my man of the match is Robin Olsen. And if that's going to be the JB Clara man of the match, JB Clara's YouTube channel man of the match as well. Let me know your thoughts on man of the match. Hi to Chris Wyman who's in, he says, "Oh, my sweepstake team letting me down. Come on, South Korea." Thank you for joining me, Chris. Hope you're enjoying the commentary, my friend. And it's been a very good game. Man of the match has been Olsen, because I think since the goal from Sweden, South Korea have had a lot more chances, even though Sweden have had a few chances as well to extend their lead. And South Korea's going forward with Young Lee. Still going as the right back, knocked it in towards the strikes and defending well. And Sweden back the ball clear. Augustusson up towards halfways. And then there's a foul by Berg. And he's having a word with, I think he's the fourth official there, was Berg, to see why that decision was given. And he was explaining while South Korea was taking the free kick, while there wasn't 2 rounds, so he could take it very quickly. As the South Korean manager pushing forward as key. Knocks the ball inside and now they're going to force it back. Wanting the defend last 30 seconds of normal time before we go into any additional time, which I think will probably be maybe about 3 minutes additional time. We'll see what that is very soon as we approach the final 10 seconds of normal time. And that ball from Youngmin's son was overrun and key. The Swansea man couldn't pick up there as he rolls out to play for a goal kick to Sweden. As we're into stoppage time now, let's see how many minutes we have got added on here today, as we see 4 additional minutes. I was just 1 hour there, said 3. We have 4 additional minutes at the end of the 90, so we'll be playing 94 minutes as the ball is up to us. Ellen, who controls on the shift, but thought he was being held there, as I did, but the referee says no. It's Korea Republic is playing very, very well here. Ball is cross field and is controlled well. As Lee coming forward to Lee again. There's 3 leads in the side. His son now for South Korea. And almost said Spurs there because that's what the club's had some players for. But South Korea coming forward. There's a ball in towards the penalty area. Back post he goes. And the back across. Is that just wide? Oh my word! Oh, one gets wide. A glorious chance there for Chris Wyman's sweepstake team to get back into this game. And a good ball into the penalty area. And headed back across goal. And Young One is it just wide of the post as we've played just nearly a minute and a half of stoppage time. Well, that is wide. Young One, could that be the chance where Sweden still victory here, but there's just over 3 minutes to go. Just under 3 minutes to go now. It's approaching 92 minutes. Gustafsson puts the ball in, low ball in, but it's not met by Swedish players. Lee comes to get the ball forward. He's across to the other side now where Kim has it all the way to the new left back, which is Min Woo Kim. And that was Young Gwon Kim. And that is Key. What a ball from Key. He has it wide to Lee. Oh, lovely flick. And they're trying to reverse pass, but it's knocked behind for a corner. Jensen didn't hear anyone, but no one shouted at him to let the ball go out. He's considered a corner, which could give South Korea a great chance to lead. Son takes it quickly. He gets it back. Son into the penalty area. Spaceman runs across. It's the ball cleared away. It's supposed to clear away. To the Korean Republic. Have a chance here. Looks like that could be that. We're into towards the final 60 seconds of the game. Cleared away by Janssen. And now cleared. And there's a foul there. Oh, Lustig. It's gone down. I think it's a bit of cramp as well. Well, it looks like Sweden have won this game quite comfortable in the end, and he's just sitting at the side trying to claim on ball. He can't really give that. He tried to get it, he just hit him. For me, I won't give that. We're into the final, less than 30 seconds to go. His free kick is taken long by Olsen, the man of the match. For me, anyway. JB man of the match is Olsen, I think, if no one else has voted yet. Let's see if anyone else has voted for the man of the match. And yes, it was a shocking header wide, Chris. Thank you, Chris says he's been keenly listening while I was working on his car. I've done a cracking job. Thank you, Chris. You do cracking jobs on the commentary as well, along with JB. And there goes the full-time whistle, and Sweden have claimed a 1-0 victory on the Korean Republic. And thank you very much. It's been my first ever commentary here on the JB Clare YouTube channel, so the comment from Chris saying I've done a cracking job means quite a lot to me. The first commentary on the JB Clare YouTube channel is done for me. Sweden win by a 1-0, and they go second in the group, above Germany, who's in third, Korean Republic at the bottom, Mexico top, and a very good game this. In South Korea had chances, but they couldn't find their way through in this game, and they could have had a penalty late on, but the officials said no. But what a great game we've had in store then. I'll just have a quick gander at the match stats for you before I hand back over to JB. So just a second, JB, I'll be with you in a moment so you can take over again after the game. But here's some match stats then. 55%, 55.7% to 44.3% possession in favour of Sweden. 15 shots to 5 with 4 shots to 0 on target in favour of Sweden for both of those. 5 off target to 2 in favour of Sweden. 6 blocked with 3 blocked in favour of Sweden. Passing percent 80.9 for Sweden, 78.6 for Korean Republic. And some crosses for you now. Percentage of crosses 20% for Sweden, 23.1% for Korean Republic. We've had 1 offside, which was to Sweden, with 6 corners Sweden, 5 for South Korea, but it's finished here. In the first match in the Novograd Stadium in Group F, it's finished Sweden 1, Korean Republic 0. And I want to say once again, thank you to everyone who's listening today, and thank you for saying to Chris Wyman for saying you've been keenly listening and I've done a cracking job So thank you very much. I want to say thank you to JB as well. I've been with Swinny, your match commentator. Thank you very much for listening. JB, back to you.
Thank you very much. Excuse me. Thank you very much indeed, Ross. And you did a cracking job. And I'll second what Chris Whiteman obviously said there. Fantastic. And Chris will be on our airwaves again within about an hour's time, because he'll be. It has been confirmed. He's just texted me during the game. He will be on to in about just over 50 minutes time for the big game between Belgium and Panama. Panama, in fact, playing their first ever World Cup finals match, and that should be an absolute cracker, I'm sure. So the first game of the three that we're covering today, well, it was decided by a VAR decision. Was it a penalty? Was it not? It looked a penalty from what I saw, and it was I have to say, well played the referee. He got it wrong initially. Then he was referred to by the VAR people. He looked at the VAR, and quite rightly, at the second time of asking, gave the penalty. Was a good decision by the television, the technology. No controversy needed in this one. And then the penalty dispatched with very great aplomb for Sweden. By Granqvist after 65 minutes. Korea had an opportunity for a penalty of their own towards the end, but to be quite honest, they just never looked like scoring. But at least we've had a goal, a penalty, Sweden off the mark, and now that really puts extra pressure on Germany, who of course lost to Mexico yesterday. Well, that's Group F done and dusted for today. But now, and now it's all about Group G. In about an hour's time, just less than an hour's time, it's Belgium against Panama, 4 o'clock kickoff UK time, and 6 o'clock Russian time, and you'll have Chris Whiteman's company in the commentary box for that one. Again, I'll be presenting, and then join me, John Stuttard, at 20 to 7 tonight for Tunisia against England. What a game that really does promise to be in Volgograd this evening. And just to bring you up to date with where the Belgian game is going to be, it's going to be the Fisk Olympic Stadium. But so Chris Whiteman is at that stadium, and I will be in Volgograd. I am in Volgograd now to bring you Tunisia against England. All the build up 20 minutes before kick-off as Gareth Southgate's men look to get off to a running after a good start as they look to win their first World Cup since 1966. So that is it for me for an hour. For the next hour or so, join me in just less than 50 minutes time for Panama against Belgium in the World Cup, the first game of Group F, and then me with Chris Whiteman on the commentary duties, and then it'll be me presenting and commentating on Tunisia against England from 20 to 7 tonight. But for now, at least for an hour or two anyway, have a lovely afternoon until, well, for the next hour or so, and we'll see you very soon. So, from me, JB, for now, have a lovely afternoon, and we'll see you at 3:50 for Panama against Belgium. Till then, bye-bye.